Hey Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today, taking a look at the month of September for Leo. So wherever you happen to have Leo in your birth chart, or if you're just wanting to check in on a Leo, hello and welcome. So happy to have you here. We are getting messages from our guides and our angels this month. So spiritual guidance, protection from harm. You know, they want you to know that you are divinely guided, divinely protected, safe from any and all harm, that they are working overtime behind the scenes on your behalf for your highest and greatest good. Now, please keep in mind that there are so many of us, so not everything may resonate, and that's perfectly okay. You can just set it to the side for someone else or for later even. You know, it may make more sense as events continue to unfold. Anything and everything is possible when we believe. So if it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. No harm, no foul, no big deal. If you are new here, please keep in mind that I have had strokes, so that can really affect my memory. I can struggle to find my words or even get them out. I do get tongue-tied. I also have tremors, which can make shuffling a bit of a challenge, especially when it feels like I'm being zapped in my hands. You know, whenever that happens, I tend to drop whatever I'm holding, cards included. I also have glaucoma, so sometimes I do have to bring things a little closer to my face so that I can see them properly. So just bear with me, you guys. You know, the messages get out the way that they are meant to eventually, right? Okay, Leo, you are getting a bonus in this month's reading. Thank you so much for running the numbers up on your last month's reading. If you want a chance at a bonus in your next month's reading, make sure you run them numbers up on this reading. Everything that you need to know about me, about this channel, especially if you would like to book a personal private reading, if you would like to purchase something from my wish list, whether it's a card deck, something for my household, something for my fur babies, or if you just want to make a donation, all of that can be found in that description box down below. Now, before we get into cards, we are going to get an Enchantress guide message for you. All right, Spirit Leo, September 2025, an Enchantress guide message. What is it that Leo needs to know? All right, we got creativity coming in. Enchantment for creativity. Let's see what we have. This exercise will help stimulate your inner artist and put you in a receptive mood for inspiration to be channeled to you and through you. Sit or lie comfortably and close your eyes while listening to beautiful music. Breathe slowly in and out in a rhythmic manner. Picture a rainbow arching over you. See each color as clearly as you can. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and purple. Breathe in each color one at a time. When you are ready, say this prayer. Enchantress, create in me an open heart and guide me with your enchanted art. Ooh, I love that. One more time. Enchantress, create in me an open heart and guide me with your enchanted art. Know that you will be guided to make your life a work of art and your art a work of life. Ooh, I love that, you guys. Let them creative juices start flowing for you this month of September. All right, let's get some influence of the Angels Tarot messages here for you, Leo, for this month of September. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance, your wisdom, and your truth in all matters and in all things and at all times and in all ways. All right, we have the Seven of Cups coming in. We have the Ace of Swords coming in. Ooh, okay. We have the Seven of Pentacles coming in. So already 2 sevens and an ace. Ooh. Okay, lucky, lucky it sounds like. And look at us showing up here for ourselves, Leo, with strength coming in. Wow, a big, beautiful, wonderful, amazing, powerful message. All right, let's start with that Seven of Cups. Now, cups is water. Water is the power of our emotions. And sevens pertain to challenges, responsibility, and personal development. So the symbols, we see these cups floating in the clouds. Clouds stand for thoughts, and the cups pictured here are not real but represent emotional thoughts. The different kinds of cups stand for a variety of options, wishes, impulses, or goals that the man might have. So direct meanings, having a variety of choices, having the opportunity to choose, envisioning the possibilities, potential plans for the future, daydreaming, creative thinking. The shadow meanings, lack of focus, unquiet mind, wishful delusional thinking, fooling oneself, unrealistic, impractical, or unrealized plans, being carried away by the fantasy, an inability to choose, procrastination. The angelic message, healthy illusions provide hope and motivation, especially during transitional periods. Unhealthy illusions are misleading thoughts that lead to bad decisions that can harm both yourself and others. Ooh, don't delulu yourself, right? Like, we don't want to do that. You know, eventually you have to choose something, you guys. All right, we have the Ace of Swords. So swords is air. Air is the power of the mind. I consider this our sword of truth, which we can, you know, pick up and cut through any lies, BS, deception. And aces are all about new beginnings and new opportunities being made available to us. So symbols, we have angels rising from the clouds, which we learned are thoughts. The angels are similar to how thoughts emerge in the mind. Also, their upward glances convey thinking. We have the sword, ready to strike at a moment's notice. The sword represents a strong and aware mind. Clouds and sky. Thoughts and ideas can be both clear and cloudy. Direct meanings, mental strength, a sharp mind, the power of thinking things through, having a strategy, independent, non-simplistic thinking, honest and or clear communication, cutting through cloudy thought, doubt, ambiguity, and seeing things clearly. Mental courage to face problems and uncomfortable issues. Shadow meaning, overanalyzing a situation or issue. Inappropriate use of reason and logic regarding emotional or spiritual concerns. Angelic message. May you have clarity of vision, accept the truth, act with justice, and speak with honesty. Yes, I love it, you guys. All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So Pentacles is earth. Earth is the power of our physical body, and strength is fire. So you got all four elements here, Leo. Ooh, I love it. So again, sevens are challenges, responsibility, and personal development. So we have pink Pentacles as our first symbol. The fruits of labor, the final product, cash crop, inventory, shovel, and watering can. This equipment is not in current use, indicating that the first phase of gardening is over. The ground was tilled, the seeds were planted, the plants were tended. It's just about time to harvest. And the gardener, the woman looks at the fruit on her bush, pondering what she'll do next. Will she let the fruit grow another week or harvest it now? What will she do with the harvest? How much should she sell? How much should she keep? Where will the inventory be stored? This represents evaluating the situation and deciding on a plan. Direct meanings, looking at the current situation and determining the next step. Taking time to pause and reflect about a current project you are involved with and how it has developed along the way. Has it gone smoothly? Have you done a good job? Would you have done anything different? Timing is an important factor when making a plan. Projects need time to develop, grow, and reach fruition. Be patient about the process. Investment strategy, having a plan for material assets and inventory, making a practical plan for the future. Shadow meaning, having to alter a strategy or plan because an unforeseen events have occurred. Angelic message, at the end of a project, review your work so you can learn from what you have done and how you have done it. Grow with every experience. Yes, I love it. All right, let's see what strength wants us to know here. Strength, the energy of Leo, number 8. So Zadkiel is known as the angel of mercy and helps people become more compassionate and forgiving towards others. The symbols, we see the lion. A lion by itself indicates strength and courage. As shown on the card, the lion also represents the beast within us and our subconscious desires. Angel, Zadkiel tames the lion by being gentle and not forcing her will upon it. She quietly takes time to understand the situation and calmly tames the beast. Direct meanings, inner strength, quiet courage, patience, compassion, gentle persuasion, the ability to control a situation without overt force and aggression. Shadow meaning meek, submissive, too flexible, willing to tolerate unacceptable behavior in others, fear of direct confrontation. The angelic message: take care not to confuse the strength of compassion with the weakness of sentimentality. Ooh, okay, you gotta know the difference. I am going to take a drink real quick. Done a lot of talking and still got some more to do. We got some more messages to get through here. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on in the love department for this month, if I can even talk, of September. Now, this can include yourself. It can include family, friends, significant other, literally anywhere that you have love. So if you're like, hey, Gigi, I really love my job, the people I get to work with, the people I get to interact with, or even my hobbies, then guess what? That is all included here as well. You have the bow. You are highly thought of. So, you know, probably even more than you know or realize. Like, I know for me, people have to just come out and say, hey, I like you, or I'm oblivious to it. I've always been that way. We have the teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So, you know, getting together, spilling the tea. You know, we also have yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. So, you know, you could be unequally yoked with someone. We also have the seahorse for family matters, and you know, the male seahorse is the one that gives birth. So, you know, maybe your husband or your father, or you know, some male, you know, anywhere in your relationships, maybe they need a little extra love and support. So, you know, focusing more on your male family members and seeing, you know, if I'm hearing reconciliation. So, you know, there's so many of us, so the possibilities are literally endless here. All right, let's see what's going on in career and finance for you, Leo, this month of September. I always like to know what's going on with my money. I'm always like, hey, yo, give me $1 million. You know, like, how nice would it be if you woke up tomorrow and there's just $1 million sitting in your account? So I'd be like, yep, I manifested that. I sure did. Show me the money. All right, we do have the claw. Be careful. Do not take risks. Now, as long as we're alive, there are going to be risks, you guys. I am hearing don't take the unnecessary ones. Do not take the ones you have not been given the green light. We have a career showing up here and a desk. So maybe you're doing desk work. Maybe you need to slow down. Maybe you're going back to school, you know, to further your education, further your career, or going for the first time. That could be the case as well. You're planning for your future and you're making the plans. Hey, wealth. Look at those golden coins raining down. We also have the archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. So, you know, that Ace of Swords energy there. And we have to be brave enough to go through the archway when it presents itself, you guys. So everything you want that you've been praying, hoping, wishing, asking for is all on the other side side of that archway. You may have to cut some vines down, but you know. All right, let's see what's going on in life for you, Leo, this month of September. You know, life do be lifing a little too hard sometimes. You know, your girl here is like, hey, yo, life, why don't you pump your brakes and use some Vaseline? And life's like, nah, bro, you can handle it. And I'm like, just because I can don't mean I want to. You know, I would like to coast down Easy Street, have my address on Easy Street just for a little bit here. All right, we have the Whale, a great worry over nothing. What are you worrying about? Turn your worrier into a warrior. Do not turn a small fish into a whale of a problem. Do not make mountains out of molehills, and don't go chasing waterfalls. All right, we have the Scales for keep your life in balance. Literally, our whole lives require balance. Now, with the Scales, I also feel Libra energy. So maybe you have a Libra in your birth chart. Maybe you're dealing with a Libra, someone with Libra in their birth chart. And if you don't know, it's perfectly okay. We have the Cane. Pay attention to your health, and I am feeling like you need to rest more, you guys. You know, take better care of yourself. You know, make sure you're getting plenty of rest, make sure you're drinking plenty of water and eating, you know, nutritious food. We have Needle and Thread. A sincere wish will be granted. Also with that Cane, I'm getting back and hips, maybe even legs, like pain shooting, like stiffness in that area as well. So a sincere wish though, one from the heart, one from the soul, you guys. All right, let's get some messages from the Moon. The Moon is all about changes in our lives. You know, the Moon herself goes through her changes, her cycles, her phases from new to full. She is beautiful, wonderful, and amazing in whatever phase she happens to be in, and so are you. So let's get some messages from Mama Moon here for Leo this month of September. We have a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So Libra showing up again. And Libra in Tarot is justice. So maybe some justice on your side, tipping the scales in your favor. We also have believe in the impossible, blue moon coming in here. So all right, let's see what we need to know here. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. See the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. Like I said, you know, feeling frustrated, feeling tied down, and reconciliation with a male family member or a male, you know, it does say in the family there, you guys. So I believe you will know what this means. It's time for you to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while. Look after yourself, but avoid vanity. Now is a great can't even talk. Now is a great time for a makeover. Attune to the moon. Let go of that which is falling away. You know, whether it's a person, a place, or a thing. You guys, whatever is falling away, let it go. Just let it go, you guys. Honestly, you'll be a lot better for it. Once you just decide, you know what, I'm just gonna let this go, I'm not gonna let it bother me anymore, you know. I mean, it'll either work out or it won't. Literally, that's the truth, that's the options. It is what it is, right? All right, believe in the impossible. Blue moon. Miss this chance and it might not come back anytime soon. You know, they say once in a blue moon. What happened may only happen once. The person you're inquiring about, if you want to know, is a rare find. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. This situation is unlikely to repeat. Attune to the moon. I'm lucky. Yes, you guys, love it. You are indeed lucky. You are blessed. You are highly favored. All right, let's get a spirit animal guide message here for you, Leo, for this month of September. Let's see who would like to be our guide and what their message is for Leo. We have Princess of Summer. Dear, sensitive, kind, open-hearted, inexperienced. Look at that, dear. All right, it says you can expect to kindle a new romantic relationship or close platonic friendship. You may suddenly receive an emotional message from someone or be invited to a social event. So, ooh, fix your crown. You know, look at that fish in that background. We talked about that fish, you know, back there with the whale as well, you guys. So, fix your crown and know, you know, that people do like you, they do love you, they do think highly of you. So focus on that, not the one person that's like trying to tear you down. If you have someone like that, you know, don't let them fall away, let them, you know, let them go. All right, let's get a fairy dust mini deck message here for you, Leo, this month of September. Let's see what the fairies want Leo to know for this month of September. All right, so we have trust. Breathe in, breathe out, let go of doubt. Trust your guides, your angels, the universe, even the fairies have your back here. We have backpack. Get your compass, adventure is yours. Get out of the city and enjoy the outdoors. Ooh, I love it. Going on a grand adventure here. All right, let's get a Star Seeds mini deck message here for you, Leo, for this month of September. Let's see what else Leo needs to know here. You literally have strength coming out again. Cannot make that up. You are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. Your inner strength, you guys. And I have to say, I love that we have all four elements showing up, because I am a Leo sun. I am a Capricorn moon. My rising sign is Gemini, and I have Venus in Cancer. So my big four is all four elements, so I love it. All right, we also have love. Live your truth and share the love that is in your soul. You have a lot of love to give, and you know, on the flip side of that, you have a lot of love that people want to give you in return. You know, it's give and take. We have to have balance between that, you guys. Literally everything in our lives requires that balance. All right, let's get the bonus. It is the Angel Answers Oracle. So maybe you have questions, and this is another way for your guides and your angels to connect with you. So for the month of September, a message for Leo. Ooh, abundance coming in here. Love it. You know, you're being given the green light. It is almost harvest time. You have done all the hard work. You have planted, tilled, you know, done all the blood, sweat, tears, and tended to things. So now this abundance, you know, that wealth is literally raining on you. Promotion, raise, you know, maybe you're going into business for yourself in some capacity. You're choosing to be brave and go through the archway. All right, Leo, these are your messages. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please drop me a comment down below. Let me know. Make sure you smash the heck out of that like button, that old thumbs up button. Hit it with the razzle dazzle, especially if you would like a bonus in your next month's reading. If you haven't already and you find you keep coming back here, please subscribe to the channel, you guys. That truly means so very much to me. I love growth. I love expansion. I love being able to interact with all of you. It really does bring a lot of joy into my life. You know, you are part of the teamwork that makes this dream work. I wouldn't be able to do it without all of you. So, wow, when it comes to love, you know, you are being divinely guided. You are being divinely protected. Maybe you've had a lot of options, you know, and you're just like, well, I could pick this one, but, you know, then I wouldn't be able to give that one a try. You know, it could be that sort of thing. But, you know that it's going to work out. Know that it's going to be okay. Lots of abundance, you know. Don't make those risks that, you know, are unnecessary or that you haven't been given the green light. Slow down. Pay attention to your work. Enjoy your life. Enjoy what you are doing. Be brave. Be bold, even, as Spirit is saying. And, you know, sometimes we make things harder on ourselves than they really have to be, you know. And you know, pay attention to your health. It could be mental, emotionally, as well as physically, you guys. So, like I said, make sure you're getting enough rest. I know for me, I've really been pushing myself to get content out for when I won't be here, when I'll be helping my mom after she has neck surgery. So I'm running on fumes myself, so I get it, you guys. But you know, from the bottom of my heart, Leo, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you, and I want to say thank you. Blessed be, namaste, and goodbye.